on the planet and making his 2014 debut in this tournament in our Open Series.
Mutavault is where Brad starts. John's going to start off with a Cloudfin Raptor. And Brad going to fire away with the Mutavault on turn number 2, which means there will be no Night Veil Spectre on turn number 3. So we'll see what kind of hand he kept here. Don't know if he mulliganed or not either. We'll find out for you guys. His hand doesn't look like the best.
Yeah, with a good follow-up here, this could be exactly the kind of game that Mono Blue Devotion wants to play. The Mono Black deck is a little off-tempo right now, not curving into removal. We see another Raptor. So Brad, 3 lands in this hand. He has a third copy of Mutavault in his hand. So
Yikes.
Hey,
Mutavault's a great card, but he needs some black mana for a Mono Black Devotion deck.
And the Mono Black deck is so much about keeping pace with the early turns of the game. And these kind of openings are where Mono Black can potentially really struggle in the matchup.
Now, this is in response to Frostburn Weird, Devour Flesh is going to be cast. And we could have seen John sacrifice Mutavault there, which I think is actually quite interesting, sacrificing Mutavault as opposed to the Flyers. Because I don't think Mutavault's impact in this matchup on Westmore's side, I don't think it plays a lot, but we don't know how many lands he has in his hands, so we don't know how important that is and what he's working towards with Biden and some other things.
Yeah, the sideboarded Mono Blue in the sideboarded games goes to a lot of 4-mana spells, so he might not be in a position to, even if he's aware of that interaction, he might not be in a position to lose a land here if he has one of his powerful 4s.
There's another copy of Frostmourne. We're going to evolve the Cloudfin Raptor yet again into a 2/3. Mutavault's going to get fired up. It looks like we're coming into the red zone. 2 and 3.
Well, this allows Brad a double block on that Weird for free.
Yeah.
This is a little early for John to be making that kind of attack, I feel like.
And especially lowering his devotion count too for Thassaar and Master of Waves may have been a misstep for him. We'll see if Nelson can rebuild a little bit here. He's found another black mana, but it is one that comes into play tapped in Temple of Deceit. So he's going to take a look at his hand, see what he wants to do with this.
I wouldn't mind trading Mutavault for Mutavault. That's totally cool, but I would have held off on that Weird.
Looks like Nelson, all right, he's going to put the top card to the bottom. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do with it.
And his hand's so bottlenecked with double black spells here.
A lot of black spells. 3 Mutavaults, and Mutavault's great. Such a fantastic card. There's an island there from Westmore, so he's got 5 mana. He's going to activate a Mutavault, come into the red zone here, maybe.
Let's see. Turns on the Mutavault and
We'll play a Frostburn Weird. Gonna evolve here. He's gonna tackle all of his creatures yet again, so we'll see how Brad wants to block. He's gonna double block Frostburn Weird. He's gonna lose one of these Mutavaults in this exchange, but he might be okay with that. So yeah, he's gonna lose a Mutavault. Frostburn Weird bites the dust. 3 damage comes across in the air. It's gonna knock Nelson down to, I believe, to 12. We'll get our life totals updated for you guys at home.
I believe
and
10.
It's going to be 10.
And now let's see if Brad can catch up again. He's going to be in 1 spell a turn territory for a very long time, as he just only now has a second black source of mana, and he has so many double black cards in his hand. So even though he found a second black, he's not out of the woods yet by any stretch.
You'll see a Hero's Downfall over there for Nelson. Gray Merchant as well, but no 5th land. Gray Merchant would actually be really good right now too. Not great, but pretty good.
Yeah, it would require John's entire turn of blue mana to attack through it with a Weird. It would hold off the Mutavault, recover some life.
See how Nelson works his way out of this one. It's going to be tough.
He's got a Frigga's Gear in his hand that he can't really cast effectively against John's board. But playing the Desecration Demon is fraught with some risk here, as John has presumably extra creatures in his hand he can be casting. The Lifebane Zombie doesn't block the Cloudfin Raptor, and just none of the cards in his hand are really that great.
They're all just really awkward,
yeah.
Like in what they can do. And they all require like some setup for things to go right. So Nelson's just going to pass the turn back. So it looks like he might, I mean, he's got Hero's Downfall, so he can do that, but it looks like he's trying to maybe set a trap here.
Well, I think Hero's Downfall on the Raptor is a reasonable turn here for Brad.
Yeah, Westmore's shown that he'll get really aggressive with those Mutavaults. And being able to make Farika's Cure a real card could play a huge role here.
Yes. And that's another thing. Does Brad cash in the Cure here? Because this might be his only shot to do so.
Yeah. All right, everybody in the red zone. Yeah, Nelson's going to immediately fire at Mutavault. He might just try to block Mutavault on Mutavault here, and then with any luck on his side, Frostmourne Weird gets activated a bunch, and then he fires off Farika's Cure. And I think that's what's about to happen, yep.
Now this is the best of both worlds for Brad, as he gets to cure this and still leave Hero's Downfall to pin the Cloudfin Raptor if he's feeling so inclined.
Now the question here is, does he want to use the Hero's Downfall now or use the Cure this turn? Because using Hero's Downfall lets you use all of his mana, but Cure takes care of the Frostmourne, but then you're taking 3 in the air. So that's actually pretty tough.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say no here to getting to cash in this Farika's Cure that's going to be really hard to use otherwise for so much impact. I mean, this is a really tough decision here, but
it looks like he wants to go downfalling. Yep, so he's going to take care of the Raptor. This might be, oh, what is this? Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Mizium Skin.
Oh, boy.
That is huge right now. Counters the downfall. Mutavaults will trade, but Nelson's going to end up taking 6 points of damage, and that's the reason you didn't see the third activation of Frostmourne Weird. What a blowout. Nelson draws a card.
Yeah.
It's a Nightveil Spectre, and he's going to extend the hand. So, John Westmore moves on to 4-0. Mono Blue Devotion doing a lot of winning this week. And Brad Nelson picks up his first loss. You see him kind of shaking his head, a little frustrated. Maybe he could have done something else to get back in that.